Top 10 places to visit on a budget. The less money you spend, the longer you can travel for and more you can do. And you should never deprive yourself of traveling just because you don't have a lot of money to spend. With that in mind, here are the top places to visit on a budget. Make sure to stay till the end of the video because the number 1 place to go is Number 1. Thailand. The affordable prices are just one of the many draws to visiting Thailand. There's also the white sandy beaches, the tropical weather, the stunning food and countless things to see and do. If you're in or near the capital Bangkok, you can experience the local markets such as the Damoan Saduak floating market and Emea local markets that's on top of the canals. For some Thai history, visit the Grand Palace which is centered in the heart of Bangkok. You can see the Vivan Mek Mansion, the largest teak structure in the whole world. If you fancy a day trip, one of the closest and most beautiful beaches is Pattaya Beach. Pattaya is a rare mix of modern shopping centers and water parks next to ancient temples as well as giant Buddhist sculptures. A major favorite for tourists visiting in Thailand. Getting up close and personal with some elephants. While there you can visit an elephant sanctuary such as the Elephant Nature Park near Chiang Mai. The Elephant Nature Park is a registered Thai non-profit that helps rescue abused elephants, spread education about the dark aspects of elephant tourism, and operates as a nature sanctuary. Number 2. Portugal. Portugal is a country full of stunning beaches, an amazing coastline, cosmopolitan cities, and beautiful weather. Lisbon has one of the most affordable capitals in Europe. You can take a trip to the Castle of St. George, visit the 16th century UNESCO Belém Tower, admire Sé de Lisboa Cathedral, and listen to their traditional fado music. All this can be done while enjoying delicious cuisine, especially if you love seafood, along with some green wine. If you're heading outside of Lisbon, Porto is a great choice. Spend some time walking through the narrow alleyways and steep staircases that lead to the Douro River. While there, you can jump on a river cruise, tour the museums, visit the Lelio and the Irmão bookstore, and experience the surrounding Douro Valley. You can also go port and wine tasting in the Douro Valley during your time in the country. The Douro's beautiful landscape are one of the most famous sights in Portugal. Number 3. Mexico. Mexico is a wonderland. Whether you want to float in the bluest of natural pools, be serenaded by mariachi singers, or admire Frida Kahlo's work, there's always something to do. Mexico City is one of the world's most underrated capitals. It's the cultural heart of Mexico, with an incredible amount of impressive museums and galleries, including the unmissable Museo Nacional de Antropologías. It is filled with sculptures, artworks, and everyday objects from Mayan, Aztec, and other cultures. Similarly unmissable is the Blue House in Colonial del Carmen, which is the house where the legendary artist Frida Kahlo was born, and where she worked and spent her last days. Leaving Mexico City means you can head to the Pyramid of the Sun at Teotihuacan. It's the third largest ancient pyramid in the world. The largest pyramid is the Pyramid Tipanapa, which is bigger than the pyramid in Egypt, and you can also find it in Mexico. Number 4. Cambodia. One of Southeast Asia's most incredible countries. While visiting Cambodia, you can visit the largest temple in the world and go watch the sunrise at Angkor Wat. The temple sits in an archaeological park that extends for 400 square kilometers. The second most famous site in the archaeological complex is a whole city within its own sanctuaries, gates, terraces, and streets. It was the last great capital city of the Khmer Empire and is absolutely gorgeous. Southeast Asian cuisine involves a whole new range of alternative street food that is easily found on market stalls back home. In Cambodian food markets, it is normal to find deep-fried tarantulas and snakes on skewers and lime and chili crickets. It has an elevated bamboo-based platform that's raised a few feet above the ground and powered by a small motor. It reaches speeds up to 30 kilometers per hour. It's an alternative way to take in the otherwise unseen landscapes of Cambodia's rural neighborhoods and lush green forestry. Number 5. Morocco. Morocco is a country that's part Arab, part African, with a personality of its own. Marrakech is the most famous city, but by no means the only place worth exploring. Ait Ben Haddou is a UNESCO World Heritage Site that looks like it's carved inside a mountain. This small little village is known locally as Igrem, was once used as a stopping point for traders through the desert. Venture into the Sahara on an overnight camel trek. Camel rides range from 1 to 2 hour experience to a 15-night expedition deep into the desert. Many opt for an overnight stay at the Berber camp, where night skies are clear and there's a memorable sunrise the following day. Number 6. Vietnam. Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam, has all its attractions clustered in one key area, the Old Quarter. It contains the elegant Bac Ma Temple as well as Dong Xuan Market, the oldest local market in the city. Around Hoan Kiran Lake, you can join in or watch locals practicing Tai Chi and painters painting landmarks. Vietnam has a tradition of street food, vendors with their own homemade recipes and cooking skills, and they set themselves up in the streets. Daily, you can find baguette sandwiches, fresh fruits, spring rolls, sugarcane juice, grilled meat wrapped in banana leaves, and more. Ha Long Bay is worth a visit. It's a truly one-of-a-kind UNESCO site in Vietnam. While you're there, you can sail among thousands of limestone karsts and nearly 2,000 islands, all while experiencing secluded beaches and charming floating villages. Number 7. India. India is a large country with tons of experience to choose from. India is one of the most diverse countries in the world. The Himalayas in the north couldn't be more different from the deserts in the northwest or even the sunny beaches along the west coast. Visit the Taj Mahal, one of the 7 wonders of the world and the most iconic symbol of India. It is widely considered as one of the most beautiful architectural wonders ever created. Moreover, there are currently 32 UNESCO World Heritage listed sites across India, making it the perfect place for history buffs and design enthusiasts. India is a home to an array of wildlife, but is especially famous for its cats. It's home to 5 big cats, Bengal tigers, Asiatic lions, snow leopards, clouded leopards, and Indian leopards. The best national parks to see them are Bandhavagh, Ranthambore, Kanha, Pench, Gatpura, and Corbett. Satpura and Corbett. Number 8. Nepal. Because Nepal's incredible terrain, it's no surprise that it is one of the world's best destinations for adventure tourism. Nepal is synonymous with trekking, and for good reason. From the lush forests of Helambu to the challenging peaks of the Upper Mustang, there's a real diversity to the treks. The Everest Base Camp Trek is a popular trek in Nepal. The route takes approximately 12 days to complete. When you have had your fill of the mountains, go on a wildlife safari adventure in Nepal's jungles to see rhinos, elephants, and tigers. Head south to the national parks and wildlife reserves. The best time to visit the jungle is between October and March. Kathmandu has always been a mecca for people looking for spiritual balance. The combination of thin mountain air, the medieval temples, and the city's laid back, Kathmandu is the perfect place to find inner calm and peace. Number 9. Egypt. There is an obvious draw to Egypt. It has a Great Pyramid, the only one of the 7 wonders of the ancient worlds that's still around. Go inside the Great Pyramid, take pictures with the Great Sphinx, visit the panoramic viewpoints of the pyramids, and go for a camel ride. A Nile cruise from Luxor to Aswan is a must-do. Visit the temples, including Kom Ombo, the only one that is dedicated to 2 gods, the crocodile-headed Sobek and the falcon-headed Horus. The popularity of Luxor is because of its location on the site of the ancient Egyptian city of Waset, which was known to the Greeks as Thebes, and was Pharaoh's capital city at the height of their power. There is the infamous Karnak Temple and Luxor Temple. Hieroglyphics adorn their walls, providing a fascinating insight into ancient Egyptian culture. There's also the infamous Valley of the Kings and Queens, where Tutankhamun and many other tombs were discovered. Number 10. Hungary. Every trip to Hungary should begin in Budapest, Hungary's capital. It's split by the Danube and is a city made of 2 halves, with medieval Buda on one side and the Art Nouveau Pest on the other. The Dohany Street Synagogue in Budapest is also worth visiting. It is one of the largest synagogues in the world by Nazi Germany during World War II, and it was restored during the 1990s. Visit the garden to see the beautiful silver weeping willow memorial. which displays the names of some of Budapest's deceased or missing Jewish population, is a must-do attraction for anyone who is in need of some relaxation and pampering in a natural cave system. The water, which is rich in minerals, sits at a constant temperature of 30 degrees centigrade. The bath has been attracting visitors since the 17th century. Now that you know all the amazing places that you can go on a budget, maybe you want to know the top 10 things to do in Lisbon. Go to our channel to find out.